So I also do taxidermy, as I'm sure you see in the videos, but I had some bears come in and I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to skin bears in the future. But I was gonna tell you a few things of what not to do. Obviously, don't shoot them in the face if you wanna use the skull as a Euro mount. I had some come in and they shot one directly in the nose. Nothing left to really show for display. This one was shot in the back of the head. It still looks okay, and it's a big bear. But now the skull is all squishy, so it won't really be a very good skull mount. And then on the back feet, I don't know how many times I get these coming in like this. The cuts are off to the side of the foot instead of directly off the pad. And when you're skinning your bear out, you want to go center of pad all the way down the leg, about 4 inches above the butthole, and back around to the other leg. And then on the front legs, these ones are done right. They're right in the center. And you want to go center of leg to the other center. So your first cut will be from basically your palm all the way across the chest to the other arm or hand. And then on the back legs, you want to go from center of pad all the way around by the butthole and back up to the other leg. And then you can do your gut cut. And depending on the type of cuts you're doing, if you're doing a rug, which most people do, you can cut pretty far up. As long as you're centered on the chin, you can be like 3-4 inches down and cut all the way through. And if you do that, those cuts first, you're fine. If you do a gut cut first and then those cuts, you end up with little flaps on either side of the head. There'll be this little flap coming up. And if you're doing a rug, that makes it difficult to put things back together and make it look right, because a lot of times part of the armpit that you need below the arm will be up by the head. So then it makes for a narrow bear. Like this one, there's a little bit over here, not too bad, but there's a little bit missing. It's pretty close. It's more prevalent on smaller bears. So if you have a bigger bear, it's not so bad. Like this side's done right. There's plenty of armpit there. See, this white patch would normally be up underneath the chin. So this bear's not cut too bad. But again, they cut the wrong side of the foot. So now I have to cut this part off and move it around and sew it to there to make it look right. This one isn't too bad. It was off a little bit, but it's a smaller patch to sew. But I thought I would just give a little update for people who are spring bear hunting or this fall of what to do and what not to do. I have a little cut card on my business cards. It's a little small, but I'll probably get a picture and put it on the video. But if you can see that, those are your cuts that you would want to make so that you can have a nice rug. And then if you're doing a half body mount or full body mount, sometimes it's nice to go between the ears, not quite the ears, but back a little ways, and go right down the back and then skin it out and then cut from the pads to where the elbow would be on the front legs and the back legs, and then tube those out. So then when you take it to your taxidermist, the only sewing they have to really do is from the pad to the elbow on the forelegs and then all the way across the back. And then that'll keep the animal looking good and not have all these weird stitches on the front where you're gonna see, because the ones across the back don't matter as much because you don't really see them, and there's a lot more hair to cover up what might be a bad stitching or thicker hair. I mean, around the armpits, there's almost no hair, so it's harder to hide that type of stuff. But anyway, thought I'd give that information, and I'll have another update here, probably August. That's when our bear season starts. If I shoot one, I'll do a video and skin it out and show you guys how it should be done, or to help people who are on the first hunt, they haven't done it before, stuff like that. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful, and good luck out there.